Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam. Welcome to part 2 of this Revert follow-up series. In the last segment, we stopped at the initial phone call that you're making to that Revert. Remember, first of all, that the Revert, although they're informed that we'll be calling them, still it's a shocker for them that some stranger or new person is calling them and informing them or asking a lot of questions. So please keep that in mind, that we have to deal with them in a very polite and respectable way and try to make them complacent to talk to us. Because they may be shy, they may be reluctant, they may be hesitant to talk to a stranger, and they might give you a cold shoulder during the phone call that you feel disheartened as a Y-Islam volunteer, and you may not even want to talk to them. But keep that in mind, that that is not the role of the volunteer. Our role is to make that person, that Revert, feel comfortable and be able to talk. So what can we do for that? Things are very simple. We say that it's an icebreaker mode. In that initial phone call, you're breaking the ice between you and that Revert. Because remember, this is not just a phone call relationship, or this is not just once in a blue moon kind of relationship. Rather, this is a continuous, long-term building relationship where you want to have a friendship with that Revert and gradually bring them into Islam. And so therefore, the first thing that you should start off with in that phone conversation is to tell them that you are their new family. And we as Y-Islam organization, we are there to help them and to coordinate with them various aspects of their learning curve for Islam. This will make them feel more comfortable, will make them to open up and even talk to us and provide information that is necessary. And remember that your job is to gradually groom them and nurture them into the Muslim community in your local area. So you want to inform them about the local masjid, the mosque over there. If there's an Islamic school, that you can inform about that, depending on what the background of the person is. And the best way to get any background from the person is to give your own background and perspective. If you share your own personal information with that Revert, remember that the Revert gradually opens up and feels comfortable in sharing their information with you, because their mindset is telling them that this person who's a stranger is talking to me and telling me about their experiences, their family, their life, their background, so I can also feel credible in giving things about me. And remember that you have to have a tone that is very, very articulate. The enunciation is beautiful, and maybe a few satire and humor can be incorporated in your conversation, somehow to make the person feel comfortable in that conversation to talk to us. That's number one. Number two, you want to gear the conversation towards seeking an appointment from the Revert for a meeting at the masjid, at the mosque. You want to tell them that I go to the local mosque over here at the masjid, and we pray over there different salat, and there are different programs going on at the masjid, and I want you to come along with me and introduce you to other Muslims in the masjid and the community. Because remember, the Muslim community is only geared towards the masjid over there, and that's the best place to meet other people. Because we want to give that Revert a family environment, a family conducive perspective, because they may feel lonely, they may feel isolated. Many of these Reverts have been kicked out by their families, especially if they're young. Their parents have kicked them out of the house. If they are married, their spouses have really left them. So they're in a lot of distraught, there's a lot of depression and anxiety and stress going on. So we want to give this Revert the perspective that Y-Islam is their new family, and the local Muslim community, along with the masjid and the mosque, will be providing for them in every aspect, whatever they may need, whether it's financial aspect, spiritual aspect, emotional aspect, or any other kind of domain that they need help from us, from the family. In the next segment, we'll continue on how to build a rapport and what to do in that initial meeting at the mosque. Assalamu alaikum.